So I just gave you an introduction of what we're going to be doing in this module. So we're going to be creating a research paper, and we're going to be using one of the two popular documentation styles. So a documentation style, okay, is a specific style on, depends on how information is presented. So, and it's a specific standard that presents information in a specific way. So what we're going to be using is the MLA standard, Modern Language Association of America. That's used in a wide range of disciplines. When you go off to college, you're going to probably write a lot of papers like this. Or in high school, you're going to write a lot of papers using this documentation style. And it presents a standard of how you have to present specific information. So a title page has to be different. It uses a specific font. It uses a specific way to use citations and to cite your sources. Another style you'll be using at some point in time will be the APA style, American Psychological Association. So the one we're going to be using is you're going to practice the MLA style. So each page will contain a page number. The first two pages present the name and course information, so like your student name, teacher name, course name, and paper due date. The paper title, an introduction to the thesis statement, details that support that thesis, and a conclusion. This section of the paper also will include your references to research sources and a footnote. The third page will contain a detailed alphabetical list of sources referenced in the research paper. And of course, all pages will include a header at the upper right hand of the page. So we are going to use the MLA style. Okay, so to follow the MLA documentation style, we're going to use 12-point Times New Roman. We'll make sure it's spaced, that all pages are double spaced. With using the default 1-inch top, bottom, left, and right margins. We need to make sure we indent the first word of each paragraph 1/2 inch from the left margin. And at the right margin of each page, we have to make sure we place a page number 1/2 inch from the top margin. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So we want to just double check that we are in the correct view. So we're going to go to View, Print Layout. That's what we want. Okay. Now, because we need 12-point font Times New Roman, we need to change the style. Okay, right now the default style in Word is Calibri 11 font. That's not MLA style. So we need to go to the normal style and modify it. Okay, and when we modify it, we're going to be able to change the style's formatting to its font to Times New Roman 12-point, because that's the style we're using. And we're going to make sure it's only in this document. You don't want to have to change the default for all of the documents. So we'll press OK. Okay, now what we need to do is change line and paragraph spacing because it is MLA. So remember, line spacing is the amount of vertical space between lines of text in a paragraph, whereas paragraph spacing is the amount of space above or below a paragraph. So by default, normal style will give 8 points of blank space after each paragraph, and it will insert vertical space equal to 1.08 lines between each line of text. So, and you want to make sure you double space the entire paragraph because that's what MLA asks you to do. So to do that, we're going to use this command here in the paragraph group called line and paragraph spacing. So there's two ways we can be changing line spacing and paragraph spacing. We can use this command, or we can click the paragraph dialog box. The dialog box will pop up, and we can change the spacing of the paragraph. We can change line spacing here as well. Okay, so we're going to change the line spacing to double space, that's 2.0, and then we're going to remove space after paragraph. Okay, now we're going to update the style to match that selection that we just did. So we're going to right click on the style, and we're going to update normal to match selection. So that is setting up the formatting for an MLA research paper.